In this video, we'll walk you through the latest updates to our verification and compliance tool, 4Stamp. Following feedback, we have released an alternate process that enables your clients to complete our online questionnaire, removing the need for you to request the information and rekey the response. This is available whether you access 4Stamp directly or via an integrated partner. Initially, the process has not changed. To generate a verification, the property address and client details must be entered if not pre-filled. In our example, we are going to enter 10 Downing Street as the property address, utilizing the postcode lookup. And the sole purchaser in our example will be Paddington Bear. At this point, if you have asked for the new feature to be available, you can invite your client to complete the questions. Alternatively, you can still complete the dynamic question set yourself. Here I am showing how the dynamic questions alter based on your answers. However, in our example, we will trigger the notification to Mr. Bear. If your firm has visibility of our dashboard, you will see that there is a new status of questionnaire sent. Switching to the email your client will receive, the person who has triggered the email and your firm are shown, along with the call to action to complete the questions. Online help is available in the first instance if your client does not understand a question. Working through the questions, your client will now complete the information that previously you would have entered on their behalf. As with the current dynamic question set, certain answers generate additional questions, so we can be sure that the client is being asked all relevant questions. First-time buyer being a great example of how a simple question for most can be complex for some purchasers. In upcoming releases, as we capture client feedback, we will update some of the language used so it is as client-friendly as possible. Your clients also have the ability to upload any relevant documents or input any additional information they feel is relevant. On submission, you will receive an email with a link back into the case that has moved to pending confirmation. You now can review the answers to satisfy yourself that there are no obvious errors. For example, if you are aware that the buyer is selling a property, yet has selected first-time buyer. If the information entered has calculated a value for property tax, you can invite the client to complete the process by signing the certificate. This process, which I am now showing, has not changed. On receiving the invitation to sign, your client is asked to digitally sign the certificate, confirming that the information the verification has been based on is correct to the best of their knowledge. If there is more than one purchaser, each purchaser will receive the certificate sequentially for signature. On completion of all signatures, the client and your firm will receive an email with the certified PDF attached. This is also available from the now completed case from the dashboard view. In approximately 8% of verifications, an aspect of the transaction requires clarification or further information before we can verify the correct value. So does this alter the process when the client, rather than the conveyancing firm, has completed the questionnaire? In this scenario, the form has been completed by the client and the conveyancer has received the notification. The next step is to check for any anomalies or potential errors. Reviewing the answers submitted by Paddington, I am unsure as to what tax residency status a bear holds. As I am unsure, I will use the additional information option to ask the 4Stamp team the question. I then select Verify. This is now marked Needs Advice because additional information has been entered. The conveyancer is asked for a contact number and the 4Stamp team will be in contact shortly. The process for completing the verification continues from this point in the same process as if the conveyancer had completed the form themselves. If you would like to enable the client to complete feature, please contact the team, or if you have any feedback or suggestions for future enhancements. Thanks for watching.